Today, we're going to break down the expert method for absolutely crushing IELTS writing tasks 2. If you've ever had that moment of panic just staring at the question, well, this one's for you. I mean, let's be real. That blank page can feel like a mountain to climb, right? You've got to decode the question, somehow map out a whole essay, and write over 250 words, all while that clock is ticking down. It's a super high-stakes part of the exam, for sure. But here's the good news, the real game changer. There is a reliable, repeatable method that can guide you through it. And we're going to walk through that exact blueprint step by step to turn what feels like a challenge into your biggest strength. Okay, so first things first, and honestly, this is the most critical step of all. Before you even think about writing a single word, you have to play detective and decode that question. Misunderstanding the question is the absolute fastest way to lose points. So we're going to use this example prompt throughout our little explainer. I want you to notice how it sets up a situation and then bam, it asks two very specific questions about it. This is a super common format, so you'll want to get used to it. So how do we break this down? Well, first we find the broad topic. Easy enough, it's about work. Then we zoom in a little to the specific topic, employee retention. But here's the real key, the golden ticket. You have to isolate the exact questions you must answer. And in this case, we have a why question and a how question. And this right here is where the magic happens. This simple analysis gives you the entire structure for your essay. Seriously, no more guessing what to write about. The question literally hands you the blueprint. Just take a look at how perfectly this maps out. Your answer to that first question, why is this happening? Well, that becomes your first body paragraph. And your answer to the second question, how can companies keep workers? That's your second. It's a direct one-to-one relationship. Simple as that. So, a quick plan might look something like this. For paragraph 1, the big idea is that financial stability gives people the freedom to move around. For paragraph 2, the solution is for companies to shift their thinking away from just money and instead focus on providing meaning and purpose. See, with this simple framework, you are ready to start writing with total confidence. Okay, now let's build on that awesome foundation and talk about the introduction. A great intro really sets the stage for your entire essay, and thankfully, there's a simple, repeatable formula for it too. It's really just 3 parts. You start with a general statement about the topic, then you rephrase the situation from the question, but in your own words. And finally, and this is key, you state exactly what your essay is going to do. This is your thesis, and it should directly mention the 2 questions you're about to answer. And here is what that formula looks like when it all comes together. You can see the broad background statement, then the paraphrased question, and finally that crystal clear thesis at the end. It's like a perfect roadmap for the examiner, telling them exactly where you're headed. Before we continue, quick note. If this structure already made IELTS writing feel clearer, imagine having this level of guidance every single day. We've opened a very limited number of one-on-one coaching spots where IELTS experts work with you personally, breaking down your essays, fixing your mistakes in real time, and preparing you step by step to hit your target band score. This isn't a course or a group class, it's daily, personalized support, and because of that, we can only take a few students at a time. If you're serious about passing this exam on your next attempt, don't wait. Check the description now and see if there's still a spot available. Now for the main event, the body paragraphs. This is where you really develop your arguments and rack up those points. And you guessed it, we're going to use a clear, logical structure here as well. So each body paragraph should follow this 4-part structure. You start with a topic sentence. That's your main idea. Then you elaborate on it. You explain your reasoning. After that, you give a specific, concrete example to back it all up. And finally, you wrap it all up with a neat concluding sentence. So here's that first body paragraph, answering the why question. See how it starts with the main reason? It elaborates on what that actually means, and it finishes with a concluding thought. It's clear, it's well supported, and most importantly, it directly answers the question. And here's the second body paragraph, the one that answers the how question. Now check this out because it shows some flexibility. This paragraph is so strong in its reasoning that it doesn't even need a specific example. The explanation is that good. Remember, the structure is a guide. It's not some rigid cage you have to stay inside. You are so close to the finish line. A strong conclusion is your last chance to leave a great impression on the examiner. Its job is pretty simple. Just summarize your main points you just made in your body paragraphs. Then you end with a powerful final statement that leaves the reader with a bigger takeaway, something to think about. And this is what that looks like in action. That first sentence, it neatly summarizes the arguments from both body paragraphs. And the second sentence gives that strong final thought. It's a really concise and impactful way to wrap things up. So if there's just one thing you take away from all of this, let it be this. Structure is everything. Following this blueprint, from decoding the prompt to structuring each paragraph, it just removes all the guesswork. It frees you up to focus on your ideas and your language, knowing that your essay is going to be clear, logical, and hit the target every time. This method will definitely help you nail the test, but it also touches on a much bigger question about the modern workplace. So as you're preparing, it's kind of interesting to think about what all these changes in work culture really mean for all of us. Watch this next video to get the exact blueprint on how to ace writing task 1, and don't forget to like and subscribe.